Hi, everybody. So, women, how do you keep your man's interest? How do you keep your man interested? How do you keep him um, interested in you? How do you keep him intrigued by you? I always say, and the way I understood this. Men are like 2-year-old kids. You know when you buy your kid. No, that now this is not a down play on the man, on their intellect or on their strength. It's just the way that I understood them. When you give a 2-year-old a toy, they are fascinated with the toy until they figure the toy out. Once they figure the toy out, they toss it away. They want something else. Same thing with men. They like to be intrigued. They like intrigue. They like things that fascinate them. Okay? A lot of women tend to think that men want only food, sex, which is true. Most men will like that, but that's not all a man wants. Okay, that's not what will keep your man interested. Now you gotta know that sex and food is important to your man, but they're not critical because you can get those anyway. Another thing that a man needs that will keep him interested in you is peace. If you give him peace, a man needs to have peace. Okay, but peace is something that a man can have on his own. He doesn't need to have a woman for peace. But if he has a woman, the woman has to give him peace for the woman to actually have the potential to become a permanent fixture in his life. Because if you don't give a man peace, understand that you're on the way out or he's on the way out, one of them. Okay, but to keep a man interested and intrigued, you need to understand what interests and intrigues your man. You need to understand who your man is. A lot of women tend to assume that men just want a wife and kids and a white fence with 2 dogs. The typical quintessential family. But they don't understand that all men are not like that. Some men don't have to have domestic wives. Some men don't mind if they do the cooking and the cleaning because they really don't subscribe to the idea of women doing all that. They are okay sharing that responsibility. And there are some men who are not okay sharing that responsibility. They believe that a woman should do that. Okay? Some men are intrigued by a woman's mind because these are men that are intelligent and they have a need to have an intelligent partner. So when you have such a man, understand that developing your mind and engaging him in mental discussions are part of the what's the word I'm thinking? Part of the lure for him. If your man has an Aquarius sun or has Gemini strong in his chart or even has Sagittarius, you gotta understand that mental acumen of a woman is part of what intrigues him about the woman. A man has different things that he needs, and for you to truly keep your man interested in you, you need to know exactly what the man needs. And it starts with knowing exactly who you are to know if you can provide that for the man. Because if let's say you a Cancer woman who simply wants, to have a house and have a husband come home for dinner and you guys, discuss the day's event in front of the TV, and you saddle yourself with an Aquarian man, you are in the world of hurt, bro. Because the man is not going to give a care about your domestic wifely duties. He doesn't care. That doesn't do anything for him. So it's important that you know who you are before you pick who your man will be, because you need to be able to naturally give the man what the man needs to keep him intrigued, to keep him interested in you. It has to be something that you do naturally. It has to be something that is part of your nature. It's not something that let's say you have a man who loves, I don't know, botany or something. He loves golf. He's fascinated by golf. And you know this, and you think you can fake your way into that by feigning an interest in golf and follow him to play golf. And no, because in the long run, you're not going to be able to sustain that interest. You're not going to be able to sustain it. Okay? So you need to have something that you are, that the man is naturally intrigued by, because then it's something that you do naturally. But I'm telling you, you cannot keep a man interested by sexual antics, or keep him interested by your domestic duties, or keep him interested by how good of a wife you are. You have to keep him interested by knowing who he is and relating with him as a person. What is it about him that you enjoy? What is it about you that he enjoys? What about you makes him happy? What about you makes you different from every other woman in his eyes? Is there even anything about you that makes you different? That is what keeps him interested. It's something about you. It's something unique about you. Something like, that makes you stand out, makes you different. We don't understand this. This whole Western idea. I don't know, maybe because I'm a Scorpio, or I'm a Sun conjunct Uranus, I don't know. But this whole idea of men and women, having the same bedroom, and men and women having the same bathroom. So every day you're taking a shower, your man sees you every day, and after a while your body gets boring. He sees it every day. He sees you having a bowel movement, sees you taking a shower. Listen, I believe that a woman should always have some mystique to her. A woman should always have some mystique. Your man shouldn't see your body all the time. That's what I believe. I believe that a woman should have her own private space where she does her own private duties. And a woman's body should always be presented to a man in a mystical way, in a mystic way, so that every time the man sees your body, it's like he's seeing it for the first time. So maybe it's just the Scorpio in me, I don't know, but I just don't subscribe to that idea of a woman just looking crazy because she's married to a man. She just lays her body out there and and looking crazy with no effort on your part to keep your mystique on. You have to know how to keep your man intrigued. You have to know who your man is, and you need to know what you have to do to keep him intrigued, because men will get bored. Women are looking for stability, men are looking for excitement. And if you're able to keep a man excited, not just excited in a sexual way, but keep him intrigued, keep him interested, keep his focus on you. It takes skill. It takes a lot of skill. It takes a wise woman who knows who her man is to know what to do. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of these women pick men just simply because the man is available, and the man asks, will you marry me? They just marry him. They don't even know the man. They don't even know him. They don't know his dreams. They don't know his goals. They don't know his ambition. They don't know nothing about the man. And they wonder why the man is bored with their ass. If you don't have this, you're going to lose. You got to know who your man is in here. Know who he is in here. If you ever think or ever, if you're ever going to have a chance of keeping him intrigued, you need to know who he is here and who he is here, because those are the two areas you're going to have to keep focused on you, not down here. Anybody can excite down here, but only the few can get here and here. This is for queens only who understand what I'm saying.